Good afternoon, dear viewers. Today we are going to replace LEDs on linear LED lines from LED TVs, LG TV 32-inch. What is our problem? There are three lines of 6 LEDs each. And as a result of measurements, I determined that 16 LEDs just burned out alive, only 2 were left on these two lines. I have already changed the LEDs left on the last line, by the way. A small hint how to determine what power to set the LED. First, what you need to pay attention to is the diameter of the lens. If the lens is wearing 20 mm, then the power is 2W in general first. You need to peel off this ruler. It is glued on double-sided tape. We take a hairdryer, set the temperature to a small one, up to 200 degrees, so we begin to warm up slowly under a spatula, so it unstuck itself. And so on. So I pasted over the ruler. Some of the lenses, as a result of heating, also peeled off themselves, some remained now. I also slightly lower it from below, heat it with a hairdryer, and it can be easily removed in general. First we need to dismantle the old burned out LEDs. We take the hairdryer. Set the temperature to 320 degrees. Now the temperature is gaining up to 320 degrees. Remove a little flux, add it. So the temperature on the hairdryer is already 320 degrees. And everything is starting to warm up. Now I will show you removed. So, with each burned out LED, the LEDs are removed. As you can see, it remains to prepare the site to remove the excess solder. Well, now for our friends, we take such a solder paste XGZ40, it is not necessary, or you can use any other one, and I don't have a special gun. We apply with such a match. I put a little solder paste on the contacts. This is how I applied it. Now I take a knowingly serviceable LED bought for 20 hryvnia. So we must look in this LED anode, cathode, anode. The anode in this case is a thin platform, cathode a wide platform. Put it in place. Now we turn on the thermo-air soldering station. Now it will pick up the temperature it needs, not yet gotten waiting, so. (300 degrees) still waiting for everything we typed, and start heating from below, so the paste melted a little more. We warm up Daddy, and such a characteristic movement of the LED, as it were, when he sat down. Here he is a tactician and sat down in his place. Then we take the hairdryer to the side. A very important point after we soldered, friends, we must definitely check. For this we take a laboratory power supply and set 6 volts. So we set 6 volts. Remember that these are 6-volt diodes. And we check whether it works at all or not. As you can see, everything works, everything is well done, we do this operation for all the damaged LEDs. Our next step was a sticker of a double-sided thin Scotch tape. Now I will take it off, so we have removed it, squeeze it well so that it does not come off ready. The next point of the program is taking glue. Well, you can use silicone glue. In this case, I use superglue, liquid helium, which I do. For example, I put any superglue on the contacts. There is a super glue. Insert the grooves so that 3 of these plastic bases get there so that it goes in and out and becomes, and we do this operation with the rest of the lenses. I also wanted to tell a little about the LED that I installed, the Vuori 3535 company. Anode is a thin area, cathode a wide area, the power of the LED is 2 watts, then the voltage is 6 volts. The maximum current is 265 mA. In general, this is very important if you have 3-volt LEDs. Do not try to put 6 volts and vice versa if 6 volts, and do not put 3 volts. Well, here are the guys in the process of replacing the LEDs on the backlight lines I showed you. Do not forget to connect the contacts, and it is advisable to check by applying a voltage of 18 volts. Whether each line is lit. It is very important before the TV is assembled. It is necessary to check the whole thing like this. If the video helped you, thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Good luck to everyone.